That's how they're going to open it. They're going to want to put pressure on the utility tunnel and the construction tunnel as their main source of attack. Looks like they're bringing a lot of people here, though, in this construction tunnel, surprising the amount. Buck, using his grenade, is he going to back off and go a different route? Yeah, it looks like he's going to go up, probably go into kitchen here, do some damage on that wall, or the floor. It's going to give him a little bit of advantage on there. Renewal's droning in a little bit, try and get an idea where they might be playing at. Euronics opening up some holes for himself. He's trying to play in here as carefully as he can. Buck doing a little bit of droning before he does any damage downstairs. Trying to figure out what the best route of attack is going to be as he opens up those floors. Going to make things a little bit harder on Panic's playing his castle down there. Gonna have to watch his head a little bit more. Maybe even see a C4 come up if the defenders down here are packing that C4. He's packing impact grenades. He does have 2 left. We do have a C4 here on Chaos. He's a little far away to do anything with it. Renewals is throwing his flashes in, trying to get this attack started. It's ironic, though, picking him off quickly. The attack that we thought was pretty much foolproof going down quick as Ironic takes down Secretly as well. Panics takes down Panari, and the attack's just going off left and right. Shutek's trying to push in this tunnel here. Well, Bucks come all the way downstairs. Does easily take down Ironic. Shutex takes down Chaos. Elements, though, trading that kill pretty quickly. And it is all down to Shutex already with 1 minute left still. Very fast, chaotic fight. Gets taken down in the utility tunnel. And Euronics, a quick take of that map. Slaughtering the attack. Well played on the defense by Euronics. Good start to them. Working their way all the way up to the finals here and playing it hard. So now it is up to Playing Ducks to attack and Euronics to defend. So sorry, that was a Playing Ducks win, sorry. Euronics are going to have to play a little bit harder than that on their defense. So attack going to be pretty much the same set of operators, except for this time no Buck. So they're not going to care as much about opening up that floor, although they have Sledge to do that. So that could pay off just the same. We are going to see Castle again on defense. Going to be castling up those doors. Making sure it's a little bit harder to get in like we saw previously. Very helpful thing to do. Keep those doors nice and secure. We're going to be down in the basement. Typical spot for the second spot being up here in the bar. We do see a bandit on Secretly. Usually used on this particular wall to defend it. So I imagine we'll see him over there as well. Now they are going to reinforce that instead of shooting holes in it, which is surprising. They may shoot holes on the top of it though to be able to chuck C4 or grenades over. Shutek's opening up some of that wall with his impact grenade right there. Now we've got a nice little hole they can go through on both sides to make sure they can rotate quickly. But that can be used just as easily against them, so they have to be careful. They did reinforce that up there. We don't see a drone indicating that Blackbeard's going to go that way. So the question is, which way do they want to push at this point? See Thermite droning the garage here, just seeing if it's safe. Probably going to see Blackbeard then going into the garage. Usually that drone is going to be for him. See a little bit more droning over the storage area. The other place that he's going to want to blow. So that is going to be what he wants to do here. You see Blackbeard going for that utility tunnel drop as we just discussed. Taking out the camera. And right now that he knows it's safe down there. Of course the castle wall going to make it a lot harder to get in there, but not too difficult when you can just slap it 12 times, as he's going to do. Thermite done with his droning now is going to go up and start to blow some hatches. Running in with Panics here, who's going to try and clear the bar as quick as he can. Working together, they did a lot of droning. Renewal is already taking out one, though, or getting taken out. It's ironic that Blackbeard down already. Nicely played by Jaeger. It's going to put a big dent in their attack here. Maybe a bit premature of an attack for the Blackbeard's ironic. Thermite opening up that bar hatch. Going to be able to use now, droning down into it. Looking for an angle. The storage hatch already being open so that Capito can use it here. We got Panics trying to find an angle to try and get someone. Capito being the perfect person to attack right here because of that fire. Being really useful to try and find a spot to just burn them out at this point. Got Elms just trying to use an angle down here into church as well. And we've got Chaos slowly flanking around the outside, trying to control this hallway. Trying to push up to there. They don't have a Thermite to be able to blow that wall anymore, which is probably bandit charged at this point anyways. Got Capito now making the push down here where Sledge was, giving up that drop, the utility drop he had before, because he just wanted to clear people out of there. Although they have the kill holes to be able to, or the crawl holes to be able to jump back in and out, may not be as useful as he hoped. Chaos opening up this, now that they got control of this drop, they're going to push in. Trying to do some nading quick, try and bounce it off the wall, see if we can catch someone off guard. And Panics catches secretly, coming around into church, kills one of them but gets traded quickly as the fight goes into armory. Plant coming down here from Thermite as he tries to make a plant in this smoke. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Kill goes down from Manuels on Elms, and then Meepy taken down as he's trying to put the plant down by Snookin. And that is one on the board for Euronics. Both teams successfully defending down here, which means we're now going to have to see some bar fights going on. But now it's going to be on playing ducks to defend the upstairs. These bar fights tend to be a lot harder, a lot more long range, a lot more issues dealing with splitting your attention between the B side and the A side. However, there's been a lot of practice on this map by most teams. This is a very popular Pro League map at the moment. So both teams are going to have pretty solid strategies for it. It's just a question of who's going to let it slip first. We've seen some good play from both playing ducks and Euronics. We did see recently during the Pro League, though, playing ducks doing a 2-0 on Euronics on Bank, and I think it might have been Clubhouse for the other map. So playing ducks, maybe the stronger contender this time. We'll see. We've been following the whole Go4r so far, so we have seen a lot of strong play from them, but this is a different game sometimes, depending on which maps you want to play and how the other team's playing them. Let's take a look at the score here we got so far. Snookin and Renewal's doing a lot of the killing for the Euronic side. Panics and Zyronic doing a lot of killing for their side, but a lot of assists from Meepy, though, on that Thermite, just not necessarily finishing off the kills. However, both teams getting some good kills in there, making it so that their defense really counts. Question is playing ducks got a good defense on this one, or is this going to be an attack-favored round? These some interesting strategies over here. Preparing, try and get those drones. They want to make sure that there's not any drones lingering in this club here, because the push often comes from here, blowing this wall and shooting in from Blackbeard. However, they've put a crawl hole in it instead, looking like they might want to defend it until they have to fall back, which is an interesting strategy. You do have Buck, however, going over here. He wants to consider taking control of this area and pushing for a B site. Already putting his own little crawl hole in. Nice strategy, just giving himself a little bit of access as well as his teammates, not exposing too much. We have Minari. We're here just taking the flank as a Thermite charge goes down on this wall. Good use of Thermite in here, giving themselves additional access from this garage. An interesting push, trying to take advantage of a different angle. Renewal's coming in here. Is he going to catch Elms right there, right next to him? It is Rook, though. He could take a lot of punishment. As he pushes, he gets caught out, pushed too aggressively, too fast, and gets picked off for the already attack advantage here. They've taken down one. They take control of the top floor. As Chaos takes down Panari with that C4. Chaos, though, gets spotted out in that room. It is going to be a lot harder from there to try and stay alive. You see Panari getting droned out yet again. They just want to know he's still there before they make a move on him. We're just going to come in here soon. Blackbeard backed on out and went around. Take this angle. Trying to find a good way to get him out. He isn't pushed out, but he is pushed down. Blackbeard does have a little bit of potential to see him if he stands up and moves around too much. A lot of fire coming down from a lot of different spots here. So they try and stop the push from that side. Shudex and Snooker taking down Zyronic and Chaos, though. Playing ducks falling apart here as the defense crumbles. Blackbeard making progress in. A lot of coverage outside as well. The plant's coming down, but gets shot quickly in the head by Panics, who takes down two. Definitely trying to make something happen here. It's in a good spot. Shudex taken down. Maybe, oh, and there goes Panics. And that is all the defense down. This is definitely an attack favorite site, and we see it there from Euronics. It's crushing the defense on bar. But now it is going to be their turn to defend the bar. And we'll see if they hold up just as easily as they attacked it. So nothing too surprising coming. They're going to pick that bar stock room. The other spots being the bedroom above there and the cash room across from that. Neither of those spots very good spots to defend. So the bar being always favored here. We're going to see a Thermite as well, see how that's used in this particular circumstance, as there's not a lot of spots, but we did see it used interestingly on one of the walls previously, and maybe used on projector wall, for example. They reinforced that, or on the club wall. club wall being the primary use, but we didn't see club attack that time, which was surprising. They didn't end up getting the plant down on B, but they did do enough damage to win just by attacking B. Hope to see more teams changing it up like that. We do see a nice crawl hole here in the projector side. Defenders not bringing anything surprising, but they are bringing a pulse, which means they could get a little more intel on which side the teams are attacking from before they get to that point. We do see Chaos droning over here, indicating they might be going for a club push, typical attack strat. They weren't sitting in the club to be able to take out any drones or anything like that. They do see that there's not a lot of defense over here. They didn't even reinforce this wall right here, meaning that the club's going to be a lot more open, a lot easier of an attack for them to do. So, probably see him push that side. We do see Snookin over here, though, just in case. As I've said previously, teams like to defend against their own strats for some reason more than counter strats, so they are probably a little more concerned about a B push than they are an A push. But we do see Chaos already pushed into the club here, taking out the cameras, just getting ready, as Blackbeard instead pushes upstairs, try and help support an upstairs push. And usually you want to take this gym then, and that's where we may see that other thermite used, is opening that gym hole up, that hatch, so that they can get a little more access. See secretly over here on his drone, or on these on cameras, they're trying to get an idea where they're coming from, but Elm's just already making some pushes in here, trying to get an angle there. Benari. Snookin, however, downstairs, trying to take a long rotate around, see if he can catch someone off guard. We've seen a lot of pulse play on that stairwell for exactly the reason, because of Panics being over there. And all the defenders pretty much just curling up and waiting at this point, except for Snookin, who's just playing it a little bit lower, so you get an idea. Now that that window's open, he can't play it as securely up there. Top floor, however, being taken by force with playing ducks. They want to take control of this. They want to keep control of this. Stairwell being their main concern. Might see some claymores on there as well. Floor being opened up. They didn't bring a buck, but they could do plenty of damage, and they do have a sledge as well. But there goes the hatch. That is going to be really useful once they get a plant down on that floor there. That is going to indicate that they want plant there, but Chaos gets taken down by that C4 he did not expect by Snookin. Well played with that pulse device there. Good use of it. See Blackbeard trying to see if he can get any angles on anyone. Hoping if he can catch someone behind the bar there. Thermite's going to have to come back around and blow that wall for him, but he's just droning for his teammates first, making sure they can get in. They did lose Sledge, but it's not a big loss. They're going to get that wall open now, and that's going to be a big difference for them. See, Panic's just controlling this top floor up here, so once that planet gets down, he can do some serious damage. But until then, he's just got to cover his butt. Blackbeard just still watching this door for anyone trying to rotate around, trying to get a better position away from that. We do see Pulse, though, trying to find some way to catch them off guard. He does catch Capito up there, goes for mid-vault kill, takes him down, but gets traded. And then that flash comes out. They are blinded at the moment. But then Renewals gets taken down by Meepy. And then oh, there we go. Panari taken down, but not out yet. Blackbeard taken down. That's going to be a big hole in the attack here. And the defenders win as they finish off the attackers with that push. Push that just wasn't coordinated enough as he went to push downstairs instead of just staying secure upstairs. Should have probably played it a little more carefully. It's Capito up there, costing them the round as Blackbeard gets aggressively picked off. So that does make it 3 for Euronics. Doing quite well for themselves here, as they are going to have to attack the basement now, though. Playing Ducks, being able to defend this is a lot better. Should be a little bit easier of a win. Should probably be a 3-2. However, Euronics are on a strong streak here. Might be able to make some good adjustments. They are bringing a Thatcher, just in case they need to get open the wall. Oh, looks like they're changing it up, deciding maybe not to go for that church wall. They're bringing the buck for the kitchen hallway. And we'll see where they decide to blow this time. We did see Renewals last time go for that construction tunnel push, and he's gotten a lot of kills for it. Him and Snookin, as well as Panics, doing a lot of damage with the rest of the team, not coordinating their timing quite as well. Let's see if we get a construction tunnel reinforced. We do have one by Meepy there, making sure that that's reinforced. Hopefully we get a camera in there. Otherwise it's a little hard to tell if that Blackbeard push comes. They've got to expect that. Renewals looking like he's going to go for that Blackbeard push again. Just getting his camera in position for that. If we get anyone going for a garage, looks like ShootX wants to get his camera in the garage there. No castle wall on that door this time. They aren't bringing a castle at all, going with a pulse instead. Just trying to make sure they can get a better idea where they're at above. We'll see how that pays off for them. Not bothering to castle that. Made it a little bit easier for Blackbeard just walking comfortably last time, so. But he did get shot just as easily. Secretly coming here to open up the wall for Blackbeard. Gonna make it easy for Renewals to get in there. He's gonna go shoot up some wall now. His Shutex is gonna do some droning for his teammates to come in through that. Maybe get an idea who's in there. And then perhaps we'll get a thermite to blow the charge. Or blow his thermite charge on that storage. Looks like he's going to there. We have some access to for Sledge or Capito to shoot down there. Blackbeard made his push in, trying to find a good angle on someone down here. No one's here yet. This is where you want to time it though, so that you make this push around the same time your guys in the utility tunnel are making their push, so that the timing actually pays off in terms of making sure the pinch happens. See, Shutex trying to nade some of that barbed wire, but the ADS is stopping him. Interesting, the hole is at the top, not providing any kind of crawl hole or access, just for C4 or grenades or smoke this time. So they don't want to play in here, they just want to play against it if they need to. Blackbeard just droning, trying to get an idea, okay, when I go to push in, where am I going to have to attack? There is 3 playing an armory though, so that's a lot to deal with. The storage hatch now open. Capito's going to be able to try and take some angles on it, do some smoke so that Sledge can make his push in. He is down here, he's going to go for that push. We have secretly here, he's already down low on health. Capito accidentally burning him. Not going to be good for his team. Got to be careful with those arrows. He did manage to at least smoke for him, but the C4 comes out, almost hits Sledge. Doesn't do any damage. Secretly coming down to try and do something from here, taking advantage of the smoke. He's not going to get any good headshots from that angle, but does see shots fired from there. Runs into the smoke. Foolishly gets taken down by Smoke's SMG-11. As the Renewals trades, and then Euronics trades for Renewals. Blackbeard's now down. Capito's down as well. Buck coming to try and help from a different crossfire as Shutex takes down Chaos. The diffuser laying right there. As the grenade goes for Euronics, doesn't quite kill him though. Just brings him out for the kill. Meepy killing as well as Euronics, finishing off the last one. And Defenders easily taking the round. Now bringing it to a 3-2 with playing Ducks, just playing catch up now. As they bring it back for another point. Now of course defending again downstairs successfully means they are going to have to go right back up to that bar again where they may lose it, as we've seen them do. Euronics, however, are going to go right back down to the basement as they had played the upstairs just fine, winning it. So they are going to be on a strong point here. All they got to do is win 2 rounds in a row or 1 round trade and then another round, and they will be able to take this particular map. But it is best of 3, so even if they do, we will still have Border up next, which could be anybody's map at this point. We do have them bringing a bandit, which I will imagine will bandit this wall. We don't see a Thatcher on the playing Duck side, which usually indicates that they're probably not going to bother with this wall, as it's difficult to get that wall open without some way to counter a bandit. They're going to reinforce this. I don't think we're going to see a Blackbeard push from there. However, we did see playing Ducks pushing Blackbeard from this motorcycle, the utility tunnel drop, so probably going to see something similar again. See Renewals is up here looking to see if he can catch any drones that are planning on doing that. Euronics playing cautiously with his drones, waiting to do that. Definitely indicating he wants to come take that utility tunnel yet again. We did see a pretty strong push from the last time, however, it all fell apart eventually. So they do have the castle. Gonna go ahead and castle this up. Not that it's gonna matter much as they're not gonna push from that side. All the last minute reinforcements still going up as the drones are going around for the attackers. Just trying to clear out as much of the top floor as possible. Once you got that clear, you can usually push in pretty fast because this is a 5-man on-site defense 99% of the time. That 1% of the time though, when you bring up a roamer and he successfully avoids the drones, it's going to be that time you really feel the pain. However, they already got Euronics in here and I'm ready to go down that utility tunnel. He's going to have Panics there to help him for a second there, but decides, you know, I'm going to go help Meepy push this here, blow that open and do my thing over top of that utility. Do have Renewals in there who's not paying any attention on his cameras. He's got to get out of there quick as Capito almost had a chance to take him out as Blackbeard starts making his push in there. Doesn't catch Panics' drone. That's going to be problematic for him. Panics just trying to take any angles he can here. Thermite opened up the bar hatch. That's going to give access for Elam to try and take some angles down in there. Trying to make a strong push towards Church. We saw from last time. Trying to get some angles in there. Blackbeard doing his thing over here, just droning to see where the attackers might be. Make sure that there's no attackers that are going to get him from there. You may see Shutex over there. They didn't make it a crawl hole, but they did definitely make big holes right there that they're going to be able to get through and shoot through. They're going to be problematic for him. Renewals here, just waiting for that push he knows is going to come from Blackbeard. Taking some shots, opening up a little bit of a hole himself. Blackbeard seeing that hole, though, is going to be able to use that against him if Renewals isn't careful. However, Renewals catches him easily on the camera. This is going to make it easy for him to make some kind of push. Take advantage of Blackbeard laying down. If he can get around and shoot him from the side, that shield's going to be basically meaningless. But he does have to worry about Capito there, trying to do something as Snuka takes down Chaos. That is going to be their sledge down. That's going to hurt just a little bit here. Tries to make his push still. Renewals still waiting for that as Meepy takes down Snookin for that trade. Attack's starting to come off here. Renewals decides it's his time to push. Blackbeard just sitting right there. That barbed wire sound giving away as the knife hits him right in the face. And the crossfire comes, taking them down pretty heavily as the trades start to come off. We got just Thermite left here, who's just easily mowed down in the church. That crossfire. And that is another one for Euronics with a successful defense of the basement, putting them at match point. Now it is all on playing Ducks to win this round, as they are going to be back on defense, but they, I believe, are going to be stuck up at the bar, which is not going to be the best for them. Having won that last round puts them at a huge disadvantage right here, as this is a critical round to not lose, and that's why they really needed to win that attack round to put this in their favor and give themselves maybe a little bit of a buffer, but now they don't have that, so they're going to have to successfully defend this. I believe we saw Euronics last time go for that B push, which they weren't expecting as heavily. And they are switching it up, bringing Twitch this time. So that's going to make it a little bit of a different strategy, I imagine, on the attack than they had previously. So they may be going for the push on this other side, maybe using their drone to take out any kind of batteries that might be there. Because there is a bandit that Panics is playing. They aren't bringing a pulse or anything this time, so make things a little bit different in terms of stairwell play. They're going to reinforce this, though, as we saw that blown last time. And there's a Thermite on the attacker side. Saw a lot of resources put into defending this area previously, almost needlessly, as it didn't end up getting attacked at all. So we'll see if that pays off this time, if they are going to come for that side. But it is looking like we see a lot of drones on this side of the map here. Thinking we might see some come over this way, but a camera gets put in the garage there. That is going to help if they don't see it, catching that push, which it looks like they're going to do a similar push. Buck going over here as well. Getting on his drone just to make sure everything's going to be okay before he goes in there like that. So we'll see he's got in mind. Looks like he might just open up same crawl hole, going for the same attack as last time, though. It's a little predictable. Let's see if anything different is going to come out here. But Shutex picks up Zyronic, who gets greedy with that Jaeger, who was trying to take out potentially Buck. And that's really going to work in his favor there. Definitely got a bit of an advantage now, as they've lost their long-range fighter on a bomb spot where long range definitely matters. Interesting to see if this actually will work here. Shutex places a Claymore, trying to go through a hole here. I've heard mixed things about whether or not that works, so could be interesting if they try and make a push like that again as a way to secure it. See Blackbeard coming around here to try and help on storage, as Thermite is in and has used one of his charges already to blow this wall. Chaos, though, getting Panari with the C4. That is going to hurt. Now it's 4-4 as the trades have come off. Blackbeard not doing a whole lot just yet, but Shutex taking down another one on Elms, taking a lot of damage himself, but doing a lot of damage, killing 2 so far, putting himself on the map. Snookin, however, taking the upstairs, opening up a lot of the ceiling here, opening up cash room. This is a strategy we've seen sometimes from Youngtis and some other teams, where you want to take a lot of this floor up, and then when you plant the diffuser, you can sit above it and shoot anyone trying to plant or trying to stop it. Thermite still has his other charge here, still deciding where to use it. Opening up a lot of wall. Twitch and Blackbeard both with low health, but have done a lot of damage to a lot of players as Snooka takes down Chaos, but Meepy gets Shutex, bringing it down to a 3v2 with attacker's advantage. Up 3v1 as Meepy gets taken down. It is now all on Panics to try and do something about it here. Panics being the right word for what he is doing right now. I'm not sure which side to watch, which side it's going to come from. May catch Buck here, but Buck sees him first. Fortunately whiffs the shots, making an advantage to Bandit, who has almost no health left. Did not finish off Buck, but decides, you know what, hey, I wanted the kill. Gets the kill, and can't quite land the one on Blackbeard, who's laying down, catches him off guard, and that is Euronics taking the first map. It was a strong start for Euronics on a series we've been following playing Ducks from, who've been winning the whole time. So now we've got the scores up here with Snookin getting 9 kills, Shudex with 8, Renewals with 9. A lot of killing from those 3. Not so much from Pranari, who was playing more of a support role. And then Panic's getting a lot of kills for his team as well. So we can see the kills definitely going out big time for Euronics. Can see why they run 5-2. So, well played on them. Now they are going to have to go over to Border. So this should be interesting. Just verify everyone's ready. We'll get this on again. Everyone's still in the lobby, so this should be an interesting match. Make sure everyone's ready, and then we'll get launched. Definitely been an intense match so far. Euronics playing really strong after we saw them get 2-0'd by playing Ducks last Pro League match. So let's see what they could do this time on Border. Not sure whose map this is or whose this is going to be. Let's see. I believe this is going to be Euronics pick. So this is not good for playing Ducks. But perhaps they were okay with this map being picked because they're strong on it. So it's going to be all on them to bring it back here and bring it so that they can play on Oregon next. Otherwise, this is going to be the win for the day for Euronics. See them playing the top floor, the only top bomb site, the Armory Lockers Archives. Popular bomb site, but it definitely has its weaknesses. In particular, the Lockers wall being a huge issue for teams. You see what happens a lot of times is that Locker wall right here that Panix is reinforcing right now tends to get blown. You see Shudex already droning underneath it to see if you can get some idea if anyone's opening up holes or anything like that. Walls go. They can't seem to decide whether or not to reinforce that. Maybe he forgot to drop armor for his team, and so getting a little confused there. We see Renewals with his drone over here. Looking like he wants to push this side here, push the B site. So this could be a strong B side attack that we see. Still probably going to want to blow this wall. It's usually worth thermiting this. They don't have anything to stop Thermite from doing his thing. They don't have a bandit. They don't have a mute. The Thermite's going to be able to come over here, do his thing, as long as they can control this room. However, Chaos already taking out Shudex's drone. It's going to make it harder for them to control that security area. We do see Panic's down here, going for a long roam, but he decides to come back up. He's going to use his pulse device to be able to get some idea where they're pushing from. Shutek's coming around here, trying to get some more intel. He's going to just check, make sure the security room's clear, as they're going to want to push the side, take control of it, use that Thermite to blow that wall, and then we may see that Blackbeard push from the B site, make things a little bit harder for them. We see Snookin coming in here as Capito, now that he knows it's safe to walk in, thanks to the drone. He's going to be doing some looking of his own, just making sure that that hallway's clear so he knows if he has to worry about it just yet. As he comes over, opens up some little spots for himself by breaking the monitors. We've got Panari coming over here to support Thermite. Thermite blows the wall. There's going to be a lot of pressure here on that wall now. Because he's just got to hang back and see what he can do from here. Got a Zyronic just hanging out in a good spot, trying to take flank here. Smoke just watching that hallway, knowing they might try to push for that side. As Panari takes down Elms, that's going to be a big problem for them on this defense, is you really need a lot of your guys alive. And the drone catches him off guard, but is Panic's going to catch Zyronic here? Or no, his teammates, though. Does catch Snookin, though. That is going to be problematic as Snookin is on his drone. See Blackbeard over here on this window, going for that B side like we thought. But he isn't quite inside yet, so he's not going to be able to do a whole lot with just, but does catch Panics. He wasn't prepared for that. And that is going to be 2 defenders down. Huge advantage to the attackers here as they're starting to make the pressure in. One gets, Meepy gets down, quickly killed by, or Panari kills Meepy though. So, 3 defenders down, 2 left. It's all on Jaeger here. And Chaos, who went for the C4, but just didn't have the intel he needed to make it happen. Oh, he does catch Shudex there. You gonna be able to make it happen? Shudex doesn't get away, gets C4'd. There's a nice kill by Chaos there, but they are gonna know he's downstairs. However, if he can get secretly here, just the wrong angle. So close to stopping that plant. Now that the plant's down, though, they're really in a tight spot. Jaeger trying to get some kills here, just gets killed himself. And it is now all on Chaos to try and make something happen. Doesn't quite see him, gets killed mid-vault through the window. And Euronics showing that this is already their map. Just decimating the defenders. Playing Ducks are going to have to play it much stronger on their attack here. And show that they can do something on this map, or this could be a very quick finals. We're going to see where Euronics are going to decide to play. They may play upstairs as well. Look like that's pretty good ideas, and they are going to start there, as they do indeed have some good ideas for both attacking and most likely defending. They're probably going to be prepared for somewhat of a similar attack that they did, so I expect some more defense than was there before on the B side. We'll see if they decide to do something about that wall, as they do have a bandit this time, so they can bandit this wall, making it a lot harder for Thermite to just come do his thing. The attackers didn't bring a Thatcher or anything, or even a Twitch to do something about those batteries, so you do see Panari already working on those walls to be able to put his batteries down. That's going to make it a lot harder for them to get this attack off. They're going to do something similar, though, most likely trying to get control of the security office, because when you're working on this wall, especially if you're delayed, last thing is you want is for someone to come up to this window, come around behind you, shoot you in the back of the head, as is commonly the case when you don't take full control of it. See Meepy over here looking like he wants to make sure that this side is secure. Probably going to go for a B push as well. May even see a full B push instead of attacking that wall if they know that that's batteried. We do see a pulse on the defender side as well. Just like Playing Ducks had, this map having a lot of twists and turns, pulse can be really useful in catching out people from those corners. There's a lot of destructibility as well through the floors and the ceilings, so you can get a lot of utility out of them. It looks like a lot of the push, though, coming over this side. We may see a B push. It's unusual for to push this much on this side unless you're pushing B. We do see Capito already over here trying to do something, getting into position. Question is Pulse going to catch him out? If he does, they're going to know that this is a B push. Got the batteries on those walls. He's looking for him. Does find some. They're going to have some idea. Okay, 2 over here. You guys might want to be prepared for this B push. They're going to have to bring some more reinforcements over here. All 5 of them looking to push this super hard. Fortunately, they haven't all rotated around yet, and they've got a lot of resources still dedicated to A, just renewals, watching this spot on B. He is looking for an angle, but they are going to have Blackbeard's shield here to do something about it. This is a good spot to stand. You see a lot of teams climb completely up to the top, but he does get droned. That's going to be really problematic for renewals without any kind of backup here, as all 5 are ready to come put serious pressure on him. And he gets flashed. Blackbeard going to move on up, take advantage of that flash, puts pressure, secretly exposes himself way too early to Euronic, taking it to the face. And that is going to put them at a huge advantage here attacking this, as that was their one reinforcement coming for B. Smoke start to go out from Capito. The attack starting to come down quick, but Renewals getting a good shot on Blackbeard, and the C4 coming out from Snook and taking down Meepy. This is all of a sudden turning the other direction as Chaos gets downed as well. The attackers falling left and right to this attack here. Not being prepared for this rotate as quick as it was. You see a lot of the play here just swiveling over, shooting on Euronic, bleeding out as Elms gets taken down as well. It's just down to 2 attackers here. It's all about Capito trying to make his move. Picking up Euronic here helped him a lot, though. He's going to need a lot of this firepower. They're already coming out, though, to put serious pressure on him as Jaeger takes shots at him. Takes some damage for it, though, from Capito, but worth it. Making this a much harder fight. You see Shudex here, prepared to take damage. That is straight to his face. He was not prepared to see Blackbeard coming from that angle. It's Blackbeard trying to put some pressure back on. Only at half health, though, after getting downed. It's going to be much harder here for him to do something. It is 2v2, though. We got Bandit here. Lost a little bit of health, but he's got a good spot, a good angle, and some good firepower. You've got Pulse here that's going to help try and identify where those other 2 are so Bandit can rotate around to the right spot, as well as Jaeger here. Pretty low on health, could even use a reset at this point. However, he's just trying to hold his angle, make sure he has some idea where they're coming from. And Pulse is going to come around, try and help figure that out. Rotating around downstairs where they don't expect it. Going to jump outside, hope to catch someone repelling. Euronic catches someone instead, and that's Renewals down. There goes that Jaeger. He didn't have much health though, so that's not a big surprise. The Diffuser, though, surprisingly coming down, but gets punished for it as Bandit shoots him right in the face. Blackbeard just waiting here, seeing if he can catch him up, but gets caught instead. And that is everyone dead on Playing Ducks. There goes the Diffuser. It is now 2 up for Euronics. Looking very strongly like the map they picked for a good reason. Surprised to see Euronics coming so strong today after we'd seen the exact opposite during the Pro League match. But both really good teams. Not a big surprise to see it be tight. I do expect a good chance of a little bit of a comeback, at least here from Playing Ducks. It's really not surprising to see Pro League teams lose the first round or 2 as they try and just feel things out. I get an idea which strats are working, which aren't. Looks like we might see a similar strat here from Euronics to last time, which did work out in their favor, so see if it works out again, as we are going to go to a different bomb spot. Nope, lockers again it is. I want to do a take 2 on this bomb spot. Not wanting to defend any of those downstairs bomb spots just yet. Gonna try this again, see if they can make it a little bit better. They know the attack's gonna come mostly from this side, hopefully. But unlike the other team, they did not bring a bandit or a mute to do anything to stop it. So just gonna give it away for free to Thermite, who is of course going to take advantage of it. We'll see here where the attackers are droning, give us some idea where they might be attempting to play. You see Shudex coming around over here. Like he wants to get some intel in this particular area. He's going to catch Chaos here. Oh, Chaos is going to catch him. Chasing his drone down. Catches it out, and that is the end of Shutex's drone. Luckily he has another one, but that's the end of his prep phase drone. Seeing Chaos kind of staying over here. They are going to kind of have some idea he's over there, though, from killing that drone. See Snookin deciding to open the door, put a little pressure on him as he sits on his camps. Shudex bringing in his drone again. Wanting to try and catch him out. Does get off of it, though. See Thermite want to come up here. This is usually the way I play Thermite as well. Coming up in this spot, rotating around over to here to blow this wall. But are they going to be ready for it? See a lot of pressure coming down here on the security office area. Trying to make sure they can make their push in. But does get traded down by Chaos hiding in there. Who gets traded by Snookin with the knife. So Snookin making the trade at least worthwhile and taking this room. That's what they need to do at this point. The wall. Oh, already open. In that spot. Nice angle in. A lot of pressure on that side. Playing Ducks not being prepared for this level of attack on the side still. Didn't bring any better operators. Already down 2 operators to the one on Euronics. Oh, was not ready to shoot at that angle though. Your Ellum taking down Panari and then taking down secretly right after. Playing Ducks, Euronic coming back on renewals. This has turned the tides completely. Snookin has everything riding on him and does not have that diffuser yet. If they know that diffuser's out there, they can just easily guard it. And this is going to be really hard fight for him as Ellum's watching it right there. He's going to make sure this is super hard for him to get. Euronic pretty low in health, but still in a good position to take advantage of this. Snookin has no idea where to go. He's got to be thinking, okay, let me at least put a drone out or something. Have my teammates do something. Gets the diffuser at least. But he's going to try and push on Ellum, and that's not going to be good for him. As Ellum's going to be just waiting there, using the half wall to his advantage. The nade coming out. The nade can't do a whole lot, though, if he doesn't get to that other side of the half wall. That's going to give away his position. Ellum just taking tons of... How Ellum missed that and did not kill him there, I will never know, but Capito takes advantage of it as he makes that push in, takes control of this side of the spot. Check to see if anyone might be in this office. If they are, they're going to get naded right now. Euronic does take some damage from it, but Panics gets him with a clever C4 from below, thanks to his heartbeat sensor. Picking him up. All right, got this. Save the day, as that could have actually gone in Capito's favor there, as he had a pretty strong push and got 2 surprising kills, or at least downing the other one with that grenade, so... That is going to bring Playing Ducks up around, though, as they barely defend that, thanks to that pulse play. Now, Euronics, though, having defended the upstairs, is going to be forced to go down to the ventilation room workshop. So this may be a chance for Playing Ducks to continue their comeback, as we saw. Like I said, good chance of making that comeback. They adapted, although there was some luck involved in some of that, as well as some good plays from both teams. So we'll see if they can keep it up here on their attack. They did bring a Thatcher this time, but they've got to know that they can't go upstairs. They got to have something different in mind for that Thatcher. They probably should have brought upstairs. This bomb spot being a lot about this window, but also being a lot about the room above it. This area being tile floor, as we saw, where it was attacked before, but you could shoot right through it, giving you a nice angle on this window, as well as this wall being important as well for opening up to give angle on there. We have, interestingly enough, them stopping themselves being able to rotate into this door. Looks like they don't want to play in here at all. However, it looks like a B-side attempt to take potentially from the attackers, as they've already got a drone. They're preparing to see what they can do about it. They know that there's a castle door there. They know that there's that door has been wooden barricaded. They know there's no one in that room. But they've got to be ready for this right here. This is pretty common. I like this use of this crawl hole, though. The way he uses it, it's covered by that the metal bookshelf. It'll make it easy for him to get in and out of it without being super exposed. And there's no window on that side that can see it, so... It's going to be good. We are seeing Panics already trying to work his way up towards there, but doing some droning. Let's see if we can get some idea what's going on here. Getting some intel for his team. Moving his way up, though. He wants to make sure that this top floor is clear. The last thing he wants is anyone up here shooting through there. There is someone over there on drones. Does get caught out, though. Bandit tricking that wall just to make sure that no one can get in there easily. Doesn't catch the other guy up there, though. said, all right, the top floor is going to be problematic. However, we know we can get in here. I'm going to use this crawl hole to see you. Okay, we know we got one there. Move the drone on. Okay, saw Rook as well. He's got a pretty good idea where everyone's at. This is going to be a good thing for playing Ducks. They're going to have some idea where the other team is. They're going to be able to start to make their moves, but did not catch that other one upstairs, I don't think. And this is going to be very difficult for Panics to pull off, as it looks like they're reinforcing each other. So it's all on his teammates to make a good distraction. This is a little unsafe, droning while repelling here. Someone could easily jump out a window and shoot you, but he does have a drone making sure that no one's in this room. Gonna put a drone up here. Set it there for his teammates when he goes to make his attack. See the rest of the team already opening up holes, trying to find a good way in. The four of them just all playing over that side. Gonna go help Capito now. Oh, shots coming out though. He knows someone's in there. Grenade's getting cooked. He's gonna try and get someone. Doesn't catch anyone. Actually damages himself a little, surprisingly, as he tries to go for some kind of attack here. Bandit just waiting for that attack to come. Smoke taking a little bit of damage though, as secretly gets shot trying to defend this room. Windows are starting to come open, and it's going to get a lot of pressure on him here. Blackbeard's trying to open up a bunch of the wall here just to make sure that he can't do a whole lot from that spot. Thermite bringing it in here with that diffuser. A lot of shots coming down. That smoke's going to help on that push. Capito doing his thing to help support that as Blackbeard takes this, secretly taken down by Meepy. Didn't have a lot of health as he was laying down there. And then Chaos takes out Elam. That is really going to hurt their attack there, losing their Thatcher right in the middle of that. But they did get the diffuser down, so it's really strongly in their favor. They're watching for those jump downs. They know are coming, and there they come. Jaeger jumping down, manages to dodge that, takes down two. Panari Renewals taking them all down. Shutek's getting traded, but that was so worth it. As Snookin takes down another, they come in and mow him down. Free diffuse. Well played, jumping out, massacring the attackers once they all knew where they had grouped up like that. Really not working out in their favor. As Euronics takes another round, stops the comeback from playing Ducks, and puts it at a huge disadvantage here now. Match point for Euronics. We did see the match point pretty fast on the last map on Clubhouse. This could be strongly in favor of Euronics here, just closing it out right now. Actually, sorry, not match point. 1 point away from match point. 3-1 is a very good position to be in, as playing Ducks are going to really have to play tight. They are going to play a different bomb spot, though. They're going to play first floor bathroom tellers, which we have not seen yet. We've only seen the ventilation room, workshop, and the armory lockers. So this should be a little bit defense than we've seen. Playing Ducks realizing, our top floor, not so great. So we're going to change it up a little bit. The Euronics side, though, probably thinking they're going to be attacking the top floor again, though. Not imagining they're going to be changing it up for this defense, so smart on playing Ducks to change that up. We're seeing not quite the same level of teamwork we'd seen from playing Ducks in some previous matches, so it's surprising that Euronics are able to do some good damage on him here. I think they're just not covering their flanks as well as they could, even though you saw some good attempts at watching the windows last time, just the shots weren't there. I guess that's what happens if you can't win your gunfights. It doesn't matter how good your coverage is. See a lot of droning here, just trying to figure out where things are at. A lot of droning on the top floor. You're going to be a little confused as to, okay, it's not armory lockers. You see Renewals here putting his drone here for Blackbeard, thinking he's going to be pushing this B side, but then realize they call out, okay, it's down here. Switches up his drone to the bathroom. Now, okay, we're going to be attacking this differently, guys. I'm going to have to go for pushing on this side instead. Puts his drone there. We got another drone inside here. Does get caught on its way out the drone hole. Fortunate for them. On the defense side, they do have a pulse, so that should be interesting to see them play with, as they have him roaming upstairs as Panics. 3 of them upstairs in total. They really want to defend this from the top floor. This is an area where you can open up a lot of the floor right here and defend down into this room, which is really what you want. Trying to get some shots onto that. You see Meepy opening up some of those holes right there already. You can also open up on this side as well, which he's doing a little bit now. Opening that up to drop down. This is a hard spot to attack from that window for that reason. But you see Renewals deciding, okay, I want to take control of this area. Make sure people don't jump down on my teammates. And he's taking some shots over at Panics. Chaos doing some reinforcements there. Panari already aggressively in. Look at this. And Thermite already got killed. That's going to make a much weaker attack here. But Chaos doesn't even see Panari come around and shoot him in the back of the head. And that's going to be a good start for them taking control of this top floor. However, there is some more to find here. Does take some shots off. Panics, literally in a panic right now as he looks to try and find some of them to get some kind of advantage here. Take advantage of his heartbeat sensor to actually get a flank. We have Meepy up here with Jaeger as well. Jaeger, of course, taken down. Oh, Euronics takes down Snookin now. Meepy taking a lot of damage. All three of them up here just playing it as tight as they can, just trying to hold this area. Renewals get smoked out on that Blackbeard. Smoke for Panics gets Shootex. That's going to be good with that C4. As Meepy's trying to go for that impact nade throw that doesn't end up doing anything. The Fuser is down though. There is the advantage to the defenders here. Renewals almost gets caught out on that. We've got Panari trying to come around for a flank. This is all about the fight upstairs as Renewals takes out Meepy, bringing it back to almost an advantage for the attackers, but they are still down a man against the defenders who are pretty much all upstairs here. We have Jaeger over here. Rook's the only one downstairs, and then Panic's over here just trying to call out for Jaeger where they're at. Give him some kind of advantage, but it does sound like someone could be going for a defuse. Renewals take it. Euronics takes down Panari though, and that is going to make it all on Blackbeard here. Renewals just doing what he can. This crossfire is going to be brutal as he backs. He's going to get shot in the back of the head here if he's not careful. Doesn't realize Jaeger's just laying down there, and Euronics finishes him off. They're finally making a Playing Ducks win here on defense. Smart on them to change up the bomb spot and then play the 3-realm and just control this upstairs as much as possible. Really working together, using that pulse device, using the crossfire. Paid off in the end. They are going to have somewhat of a comeback now. It is 3-2. Euronics at 3, Playing Ducks at 2. Having lost the first map, they're going to have to play this a lot tighter if they want to not go home empty-handed. They are going to go back on Euronics to the top floor, Armory, Lockers, Archives. The attackers bringing a Thatcher this time smartly, which is good because Panari's bringing the Bandit, so they're going to have to do something to counter it and get that wall unless they want to go for that P push again. All right, we'll see where they're going to end up droning at, these reinforcements. This upstairs is not going to usually have a lot of variety in reinforcements in the sense that you want to get this wall, you want to get some other walls around here, like these walls. Make sure that you're well defended if you're in this room. They could open up some holes if they want. Another spot to open up holes pretty commonly is right down here on this office wall if you want to be able to shoot diagonally out here, but people repelling can usually do good crossfire against that, so you want to be careful in doing so. You see Panic's over here with his drone, wanting to check this side of the map. Make sure it's clear. They do know it's up top here, so they're going to be playing accordingly. BP putting his drone here. We saw a lot of attack last time come on this, all on this side for an attack over there, so we probably will see another heavy attack on that side. Though Chaos, though, droning down there. Yeah, looks like they're probably going to want to play over on the northwest corner. Although they are spawning mostly Valley. Some spawning down on this east side. Trying to come up to take control of this area. Snookin opening up some of the floor there, it looked like. Attackers coming up, all repelling, making their way over there, trying to see if they can get a good angle. Snookin though might be able to just catch him out. Let's see if we can get him. Yep, playing it far back, but he is catching them out. That is going to call out that there is 2 over there. And that's going to be a lot of knowledge because they got to know that that's a main tech 3 now. That's a lot of good intel to catch on them, especially since last time we saw them heavily grouped up and how much that backfired on them. Snook can come out, trying to get a cheeky kill, almost gets an angle on them, but those beams got in his way. Now it's going to bait them up, though. Elm's going to be looking for him. Hopefully, Pulse isn't going to get himself killed trying to take another cheeky peek like that. Got Blackbeard over here working this window, trying to do something from that angle. Can't quite find them, though. We don't have Thatcher doing anything about that one wall, so not sure where they brought him at this point. If they're not even going to take advantage of his EMP grenades. So at least get rid of the batteries on that wall. See a nice angle here from Renewals trying to take someone out if they try and make a flank downstairs, but Attacker's not really caring so much about downstairs. They really want to take control upstairs. It secretly takes down Chaos, and that's going to hurt. He's going for that long flank around downstairs. Good roam. That is going to hurt them quite a bit as they are down their sledge now. Some good firepower and grenades. Blackbeard working a really long angle this time, playing it really cautious. Chudex and Panari trying to do something from inside the bomb site. BP takes down Secretly, though. Panic's trying to take down anyone else he can. Secretly's roam now put to an end. Some shots coming off, trying to stop Capito. Thermite over here with his extra thermite charges, not doing a whole lot. They decided not to go for that push, maybe because of what they saw during the drone phase. Blackbeard trying to get some angles while the smokes come out so they can try and make this push happen. Thatcher over here just watching for anyone jumping out on them. Gonna finally use his EMP grenades for something here, trying to stop whatever they can as the push comes in. Got Meepy making his push in here. He's low health, but he's gonna go for this plant here while everyone else covers for him. If he can get this plant down, it's going to help a lot. He does have to play it tight. When the attack comes from outside, he does get down. But Pulse waiting for them. He knows where they're at. Maybe he's taken down. A little bit of the health taken off Capito, but not a ton. This is a good defensive position for them. Unless they got a C4 they can bring out here. However, Panari going for the defense. Panics takes out Renewals. Snookin trades for Euronic. And Panics having to walk in there just into the bullets. Bit of a massacre. Now it is definitely a match point for Euronics, having successfully defended this yet again. Assuming they can win this attack round, they're not going to have to go to any other bomb spot to defend here. So it is all on Playing Ducks to keep themselves in the match by winning 2 more in a row to make it a overtime. So if they can't win the next 2 rounds, then they are done for. So we see Euronics bringing a pretty similar attack force, and Playing Ducks playing the top floor again, as we've seen them try and do many times, but they did finally only win the downstairs, which they now cannot play. That's the downside of winning your downstairs, is now you can't play it anymore. So they're going to have to change things up in what they're doing. They've lost this twice now. This is their last attempt, and if they lose this, that's the end of the tournament for them for today. So have to play very smart, very careful. Coverage of drones, for sure. Still not bringing anything to do anything about this wall. I really got to say this, if they're watching this after, this is probably going to cost you big time if you guys let this wall get open again and don't do anything about it. So they've got to do something about this security. Keep really good control of security. Not just play one guy in there, but play a lot of potential flanks. Maybe even open up this wall to get in from the flank. Give themselves a lot of access to this room where they're just going to get shut out again. And then they're going to lose, as they've not successfully defended any of this over here on A. So let's see where we have the attackers. And here we have play from both sides. Looks like Renewal's going over to this B side again, wanting to put some pressure on that side before they go over to the A side. We've got Shootex, typical attack here from them. Going to try and take care of that security room. Thermite going to go up over here and do his thing on that wall. However, we do have someone different with the diffuser. We have Panari over here. Probably doesn't matter too much as they were working together last time when they went to attack this wall, as he's already covered it for Thermite to come over here and do his thing. Really concerned about the security room. Shootex coming over here with Capito to see what they can do about it. As we do have Blackbeard over here just doing his thing on this window, opening it up for himself. May catch Elms off guard, but Elms backs off when he hears the gunfire. Oh, and that C4 that he just did not see coming, as Chaos finally defends that room successfully from below. They're going to know someone's downstairs now, but it does put a chink in their armor. And that is going to help them potentially successfully defend this, now that they've taken out at least one of the attackers with a gun, good gun. Renewals, however, trying to get a better idea where they're all at. Going to strengthen the attack here, as the wall does come open. It's all on them here. Hold on to this. The smoke coming out pretty early trying to stop them here, trying to get a kill, but secretly gets the kill on Chaos, and then Panics trades it on Snookin. Euronic on secretly, Playing Ducks 2 C4s for them, and an extra kill. Already putting a huge dent in them. Now it is down to Panari and Renewals to do something about this here. 4v2. Playing Ducks might have... Oh, but that is going to hurt. Take it down to a 2v2. Playing Ducks had it for a second. Now they've lost it as Renewals takes down another 3 in a row for him. This is definitely going very south all of a sudden for Playing Ducks, as it is all on Pulse here. He does have the ability to see where they're at, but not quite a lot of firepower. Does take down Renewals. That is going to help, and now Panari's going to know where he's coming from. Panari's going to have a big advantage. Does land the shots, though, and that is the tournament taken for Euronics. First taking Clubhouse, now taking Border. Euronics showing strong play. Some good anticipation for this upcoming Thursday when Euronics plays again, as well as Playing Ducks. Some great plays from both teams. A little bit of a surprise. I expected it to be a bit more of a tie from Playing Ducks. We've seen some really strong play from them lately. So, well played, though. Renewal's doing a lot of damage with that Blackbeard. A lot of kills. Shootex not doing a lot of kills, but doing a lot of good support. We've seen a lot of good fragging from him in the past, so it's just definitely more of a support role for him today. But well played by both teams. Hopefully they get a chance to review the footage, get some ideas what they might be doing wrong, have some stuff worked out to play it a little bit better when they go to Pro League here. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the finals and Playing Ducks' road to the finals, and not quite winning the finals, but their entire journey to this. So next time maybe we'll have to follow Euronics and see where they go. But thanks again for tuning in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.